Good morning and happy Saturday to all our listeners and viewers all around the world. I'm Chalen.
And I missed ya.
Yeah, Keisha's back. I thought I was riding solo, which I have been for the past 2 weeks.
Still.
Oh, okay.
But we have a special guest today, guys.
Yes, joining us in studio, we
beautiful.
have Christina DeVries.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hi. We're gonna be interviewing her later on today to get to know her more.
And it's a good thing she's sitting, because if she's standing,
She's taller than me. I'm gonna be looking up at her like, yeah.
like, hello.
Hey, guys.
And then I was like, Christina, do you really have to wear high heels? And she's like, I'm a model.
I'm a model. You can't sit with us.
I can't wear flats. Because you share that same trait too, right? Like, you're a pageant girl.
No.
Sige pa.
Not anymore. I'm just kidding. So
segment.
you're gonna have to tune in for that later on.
Yes.
You're gonna hear my witty jokes.
Witty, because you're from Whitby. Wow, that's on you. And of course, always thank you to Sir Von, who's behind the mixer. Uh-oh.
If you could only see what he was doing. I'm just mimicking it. Henrik's is like times 4.
Just imagine they're here.
So, Hendrix, like, listen, girl.
Listen, girl, your bow is totally popping.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
Did you make it yourself?
No, I actually bought it at the shop that makes custom clothing, and I just had to buy it when I saw it. I love anything that's gold colored, and I love wearing bows, so that was my signature style when I did pageants.
Christina is so, like, elegant and majestic.
Yeah, and then
like,
there's me like, oh my god.
but the qualities that we like about you. How was your birthday? Because me, Keisha, and Jamie, we all have this. We're born in February.
February 14th.
18 and 28 for Jamie.
Yeah.
Right. So what did you end up doing?
So I'm gonna tell you. It's a very long story.
Okay. So our next segment, we're gonna be like, you were looking for like a date, like last episode.
Yeah. You guys didn't call me, so no one took me out. Not even you. You didn't even give me my cupcakes.
I wasn't in the country. Remember? I did get you something though.
It's
What?
in Hawaii.
Aba.
What? Can I guess? You went to Hawaii.
Yes.
So did you bring me the chocolate?
Maybe.
Do you have it?
Maybe.
Oh my god. Don't talk to me.
She is a model, a pageant girl,
Pageant.
A beauty
girl.
queen.
a beauty queen, of course, a designer, and an artist. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome our special guest, Miss Christina DeVries.
Aw, thank you for having me.
So Christina, the pageant world, is it all about the glitz and glamour? Or?
That's a good question. So from the outside, when you look into the pageant world, you see the finished presentation, the girls on the stage, the crown, the sashes, the lights, the cameras, everything, the runway. But I felt like the training part was more intensive than the actual performance. No matter how stressful it was on stage, the whole process leading up to it was months in advance.
Wow, months.
Yes, months. And
So you can't just be pretty and then go up on stage and expect to win, right?
Not necessarily.
Speaking
no.
of training and stuff, like not once has she slouched while she's sitting.
That's
I feel so like self-conscious now. Like I'm just like trying to sit up straight. But like usually in the studio we're just like
Yeah, it's like, so.
yeah, whatever. But Christina's so like proper.
That might be the secret to why I'm so tall.
Hey.
I'm gonna do that now.
and what are the titles that you held?
And then 2012, I was in Germany. I was top model of the world
What?
representing Philippines.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then I did Monsieur Nang Filipinas in
Which channel Filipinas?
2014, and I was Miss Toronto.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you still like doing it? Are you like you have anything in store now?
I think that a lot of people really want me to do Miss Universe Canada, and I'm still of age, and I can still do it, and I have one more year left.
One more year left, like for eligibility?
Yeah, so I'm 26, and I
You
think
don't look it. Oh my
Yeah, I know. Like really.
The cutoff point is, I think, age 27 or age 28. Also funding it on my own. So a lot of people get sponsors, and I really didn't want sponsors because if something that I want is worth getting, I have to give my all. And so I would work my jobs, and I would pay my way through, buy my own makeup, my own wardrobe, pay all the pageant fees on my own. Not
because what's the average like cost? Like if a girl wants to enter a pageant, what's the average cost?
So there's the pageant entry fee. So internationally, sometimes it's about $800.
And that's without the flight.
Without the flight.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
And then on top of that, there's the flight, and on top of that, you have to buy your own makeup and
your dress.
everything, dresses, shoes.
It's very expensive.
Yeah.
Like very expensive.
Like what's the average price of a dress?
500 up.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
Well, you're
Depends.
interested.
What?
You want to try it on? I mean, we can go shopping later on. We'll see what you look like. More of like a pink.
Aside from all the like dresses and putting on makeup and stuff, like what are the negative side to getting into pageants or modeling?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's always a good to the bad, right?
Definitely. There's always a good and bad in everything, especially in pageants. So a lot of girls would come in and they don't really know who they are. You have to remember that a lot of these girls are very young. Pageantry starts as young as age 13. You don't know who you are, and you have a bunch of people telling you that you have to look a certain way and that, you know, you're not the right size, or you're not the right height, or you're not the right whatever it may be. Sort out those different voices that are coming into your head. Try to understand who you are and not get swayed by all the temptations of different things, you know. For example, if you really want to fix yourself and you really want to invest in that, some people go through the plastic surgery route. Some people don't. I personally didn't, and I don't judge anyone that has.
Yeah.
However, you know, there's always consequences and benefits from any decision that you make. So I chose to really stick to my values. My mother really raised me traditional Filipina.
Yeah.
You know,
Which is she listening
Wait,
to
you're
this?
Filipino?
I'm half Filipino.
Oh.
I thought she wasn't even like Filipino at all. She doesn't
Well,
look
that's
it.
why I represent Miss the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what? How are you representing Philippines?
So yeah, my mother is from Laguna. She's
Oh, okay.
from Cabalusan, Laguna, I think. Or
Have you
Paquio-
been?
Paquio, Laguna. I have been. Only twice though. So the first time I went, I was 3 years old, and I mean, I didn't really know very much about the Philippines then. I returned for Matinang Filipinas. I stayed there for 3 months. So I did, and that's when I toured around and I started to learn more about my Filipino side, and that's something that really drew me into actually wanting to do Filipino pageants in the first place because, you know, I grew up here. My father is Dutch, and we didn't have a lot of Filipino friends in my neighborhood, so I thought that Tita was a name, not like an actual title. I don't understand Tagalog very well.
But you can understand enough.
Kanti lang po.
Ayun.
You know what I mean?
Bakit may po pa?
Kasi
Kasi ikaw
matanda
eh.
ka na.
You're old. That's why there's po for you. Duh.
You know-
I learned that my mother's father is from Pangasinan. And it was such a different place than seeing where my mom grew up in Paquio, Laguna, because Pangasinan has such beautiful, lush, flat meadows, and it's so green, and they're known for their ampalaya and what's the pinakbet, I think it's called,
Pinakbet?
with the eggplant.
Pinakbet.
And, yeah, and I love it.
Do you like pinakbet?
Yeah, I do. And
There's the chef.
Yeah. Hey, I got a lot of pinakbet.
Okay, time to go home. I apologize.
Did you know that I ate raw ampalaya to
You
really
ate
get
raw?
ready for my pageants? Yeah.
Why?
Well, it's because I understand that when you eat fruit or vegetables when they're raw, you have more of the fiber, more of the more of the nutrients.
ampalaya, though?
Yeah.
Ampalaya in English is bitter melon,
Yes,
right?
bitter melon.
I hate that.
Yeah, I mean,
Even if it's cooked, I don't
I mean,
like it.
I used to hate it, but then now I think
She likes it, so now you like it.
Now it's not so bad.
I mean,
So you also exercise.
yes.
So I'm gonna work out with you, so I can look like you. And so Chalen can like me. Joke nga nga, yuck, ew.
I already do. So you already don't have to do much.
I gotta go, guys. See you later.
So actually, actually, the funny part is that a lot of people think that just doing cardio is enough, but you need to actually do weightlifting. So
Mama,
that-
narinig mo yun na? Because my mom says if you lift stuff,
Yes.
you're gonna gain muscle.
Yes, but you know, muscles actually help you burn the fat when you're sleeping.
Mom, so see, I carry things. Doesn't mean I'm gonna get muscle.
I mean, you can
I run
overdo
too.
it.
No. I try to
Weightlifting.
do cardio every single day. Like I run to my car, I
Run to your class.
I run to my class. But I mean, and then I'm lifting too, carrying my books.
Okay, yun.
See, I'm working out.
So she's on her way.
I mean, it's fine, whatever your body looks like, but when you're doing pageants, there's a certain standard that they want you to meet.
Yeah.
So 2 and under.
You know, honestly, I was never really a 2. I was always a size 4. And that's because my height and my body frame, my skeleton structure cannot get so tiny to be a size 2. So
No matter how much you try.
no
Right.
matter how much I try, my
Unless
ribs-
like you faint and then you know.
I mean, unless I want to be dying,
Yeah.
but at that point,
Ayun, so I'm a model too kasi I'm
Kanya
size
nga.
4.
We've always said you were.
I'm size 4 but now I'm size 10.
Nako. You showed me like how, some of the things that when you were in the Philippines,
yeah.
how like they could be so savage over there.
Oh
How,
my goodness.
How like they were like, and ladies and gentlemen, like the messages that people wrote about her, like online, like
What?
they're so mean.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Actually, see her in person. She's actually beautiful.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah. That's why I understand why you like her. It's okay.
Again, awkward pause. Awkward
I
pause.
love picking on Chalen
I
because he's
know.
so easy.
Why? And
Easy
then,
to
why did I miss her again?
It's okay. We're gonna go out later on. So
Notice how she skipped. Like, I'm in between, and she like
yeah,
skipped.
me and her.
She
Christina and I are gonna
skipped
go out.
a
not
seat.
You.
So she went like.
No, you're
she
gonna
went
drive
over me.
us, so
Oh.
you can come, but you can just stay in the car.
Wow.
the
So I'm
Uber.
gonna
Yeah.
wait. I'm gonna wait in the car.
She said it, not me. Learned a lot, so you have to make sure if you wanna be like in the pageant
Yeah.
industry, you wanna be beauty, you have to make sure you're dieting,
Yeah.
you're working out.
Yeah.
So balance between cardio and like weightlifting.
Yeah.
What else?
And then
Eat fruits.
Yep, and protein.
and protein.
And,
And-
your ampalaya.
Oh, yeah. Your ampalaya. Spell ampalaya. U-M-pala. Ampalaya.
I don't even want to try.
Yeah. So, what's the weirdest thing that happened to you when you were competing in the Philippines?
Okay, I mean, it depends on what sort of answer you want. Okay.
Just go with the.
All right. So.
Uh-oh. Notice how she fixed her hair.
All right.
One girl who was really competitive.
Okay.
And she had these long nails, and we were just about to go on stage for preliminaries.
Okay.
And she went up behind me, and she tried to hug me, and she scratched her nails
Whoa.
right into my stomach, and my skin was bleeding. And this was just before swimwear to go on stage.
On purpose?
On purpose. She did it about 3 times, and she was like, "Oh, I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with you." And you
I'm
know,
just playing with you.
yeah, I'm just playing with you. Oh, I was just trying to tickle you. I'm like, why am I bleeding now? And you know what I mean?
So she
we-
was like Catwoman, like, just like. Rawr. And who is this person and what is her name? Is she on Facebook, Instagram?
must be somewhere.
Oh my
Don't want to
God.
say any names, but you know.
Nandun na eh. Na-intriga ako eh. Ano ba yun? Nangangalmo. No, but
Story
picture hair again.
It,
You're like, oh.
you know, it might actually make you not want to do pageants.
Oh my
but
God! Her hair is so
my
long.
hair is so long. Yeah, let me show you.
Uh-oh.
I feel like Rapunzel.
How long did it take you to? Oh my God! That's your natural hair
This
color.
is my natural hair color, and this is my natural hair straight. You know.
How did
I
you
don't-
get to grow it that long?
Yeah, so I use shampoo that has no sodium lauryl sulfate in
Whoa.
it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Kaya
Ano, it's
kaya pala your armpit hair is this.
So I've been using it in reverse? Reverse pala.
But yes, we're gonna be talking about her.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about her, the other side of Christina, the artistic
Yeah.
painting side and creativity. Because, like, she's not only a designer, but she also like actually does like visual art.
Yes.
Yeah. So
So
what
you
can
paint
you?
as well.
Yeah, so actually that was like the talent I had since I could even draw. Before I could write, I was always drawing pictures. I'm a visual artist.
So like finger painting when you were in kindergarten.
I guess.
You know what
so.
I've noticed? All the girls with long hair like that, they're very artistic.
Really?
Michelle Charmaine.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
She,
Who was a previous
painted
guest of
too.
ours too?
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think we should do like a month special about like girls with long hair.
Oh my goodness.
Is that her?
Yes, this is Christina's work.
Yeah, that's
And where is
mine.
this, Christina?
This is in my bedroom.
That's in your. So where's the other regular bedroom stuff?
Is it more? So what kind of like? What do you call that art? Is it like abstract?
Yeah, I would call it abstract. So most of those things are color studies. You can see my violin that I painted there as well. I just really love color. So in art, there's many different aspects to art. Some artists are more about drawing with black and
There it
white.
is, yeah.
You know, some artists are about sculpting. I'm really about color. That's my thing.
It's
I
like
love-
like portraits.
yeah,
right.
portraits. So
And it was an interesting you said to me in the car, like
Okay.
about how portraits, how like artists do something.
Yeah.
to,
There
yeah,
it
here we
is.
go.
okay, so
That's
is
what's her girl? That's
you
her.
recognize her?
Yes, that's Megan.
Megan,
yeah.
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 You drew that?
I drew that, yes.
Oh my.
I thought she was really beautiful. So
Hi, Megan. call the studio 647.
So the story about portraits is that we all know our face, our own personal face, to be what we think is a human face. And when you are drawing a portrait of someone else, you'll always put in aspects of your own face into that portrait. So, I mean, when I look at Megan Young, I guess
You
I really...
added aspects to.
I mean, I tried not to, but I guess it's very subconscious. It's very hard to avoid. And we were talking about, you know, looking at Mona Lisa that was painted by Leonardo da Vinci.
Yep. Not DiCaprio. Da Vinci.
You know, I almost assume that if we were to study Leonardo's face and see Mona Lisa, you would see similarities between his face and Mona Lisa, not because they're related, but because he was the artist making her portrait, and maybe perhaps you'll see that their noses are similar, or maybe the way that their hair
And it's not that he's
is.
trying to. It's just
No.
that everybody's wired to put their own features
Your
onto.
own biases come out.
I
When
see.
you're in a pageant, you don't just pick out a dress.
No.
Like there's rhyme and reason to why you chose that color, that style. Oh,
Yes. Yeah, so like for example, I was telling you in the car that some girls, they spend $500 on a dress and yet it's not the right color for them. Sometimes it's not even the right shape for their body. And I think that's how I was able to get through pageants being only a size 4, because I really knew how to dress. And I mean, if you put anything on someone, you can still make them look great, but if they're wearing the wrong things, wrong color, if you dye the hair the wrong color, you can make them look completely ugly, you know.
Oh, really?
So that's part of the secret as well. It's not just about having the body, but if you can't even pick out your clothes right, if your stylist doesn't really know what works on you, if they have their own biases, much like the portrait comparison.
So that reminds me, like me and Hendrix, we were talking about how like on Instagram, there's a lot of like hype beasts where like they just wear like whatever name brands there is, like
Fashion Nova, maybe?
yeah, like
Yeah.
but then they're such brand whores that they put on clothes that doesn't match them,
Yes.
but they rock like the names, like, oh, it's got to be Balenciaga, it's got to be like Off-White,
Off-White.
it's got to be like Jordans. But then if it doesn't work for you,
Nagsalita. You're wearing
hey,
Jordans.
I'm rocking these Jordans.
I mean, line up for the new shoe.
No, I stopped doing that.
Oh,
I stopped. This is like 2 years old, so I stopped doing the whole shoe thing.
it's okay.
Sige pa, sige
You're
pa.
getting older, that's why.
What?
But something I learned when I was doing pageants, not even just makeup, it was sewing my own clothes and making
Sewing
my
your own
makeup.
clothes. Wow.
Yes, a dress was on average about $40, sometimes $120, sometimes $500, and I was like, I cannot afford this. But when you're doing a pageant, you have to change your outfits for the morning,
Yeah.
lunch, dinner, everything. You're changing to like 4 outfits minimum, sometimes 10. And you always have to look your best. And sometimes you can't find what's best on you. So for me, I'm a very tall girl. And sometimes a cocktail dress looks like a shirt on me because I'm too tall.
How
you know
tall
what I
are
mean?
you?
I'm 5'9".
And that's without heels.
Without heels, yes.
That's the heels.
Plus the heels, you're
Plus
over.
the heels, I mean, that's another 6 inches. So.
Damn. Damn.
Oh, can I have half your leg? Just to get
Half lang naman.
Just half.
Just
not
half.
Not the whole leg.
no, just half.
Yeah, and what was that thing you were saying? How like you were like some people that were like asking you to put on makeup for them, and then.
Oh yeah. Okay. So one of the things I learned when I was doing makeup for pageants is that I was able to actually work as a makeup artist because I learned that skill. And sometimes people would come up to me and they would want a certain look. They want to look like their favorite celebrity, and I mean. I'm not a plastic surgeon, so I mean, I work with what I have, and although I have the best makeup, you know, if you have this skin tone, I can't make you this. Like, it would look like a mask, you know what I mean? And some people are like, oh, you made my eyes look too sharp. I'm like, well, maybe it's because your eyes are sharp. You know what I mean? Like, I can't make them cartoonish. That would look ridiculous, you know?
So like as a painter, like if you tried to paint on a canvas that's dirty with holes and stuff,
yes,
you can't. You can only make it so nice, right?
Yeah, I can't like magically fill in those holes with enough paint until it looks like a perfect canvas.
So what she's saying is, if you're ugly, there's
You're
not.
ugly.
Yeah.
There's only so much.
There's only so much you can do.
you have to work with.
Oh, that's all I've got is inner beauty.
Yeah, your
That-
necklace is beautiful. Just that.
That's why Sir Von said, "Oh yeah, you've got the face for radio." I'm like, "Oh, thank you."
No TV.
TV naman. Ngayon TV na.
So what are you currently like working on? You have your own
Startup, yeah. So I formed my own startup in 2017, and now we just got validated by one of the biggest and the best startup incubators in Canada. So they call it Silicon Valley North. And I'm working on an app that will use the camera in your phone to analyze your skin tone colors, your hair colors, your eye colors, your lip colors, everything to kind of help you understand what makeup you should be buying. So you don't have to go in store and do a sample. It would already know what hair color you should dye your hair if
Oh,
that's what
awesome.
you're into. You know
Yeah.
what clothes you should be wearing,
And it's
have access to it no matter
for
where you
free? Or
are. I think for free, yeah.
I think.
You know what? No,
not even 99 cents?
she thinks it's free.
You know what? For free to actually have the app, but somehow an app has to make money. So
Yeah.
I have to make sure that somehow, you know, whatever it be from actually selling products to you, which is a service today. You know, if you want to actually go to a stylist, you have to pay them between $100 to $500 per session, especially in downtown Toronto, for them to tell you your colors. If an app tells you your colors instantly within the privacy of your own home, that changes a lot. You save a lot of money, and you get the exact products. And as new products come out, like
But that app is it sounds revolutionary.
yeah, so it's in
It
development.
is.
Yeah.
Today I can actually simulate it in person. I have the color scanner with me. So I mean, after the show, if we want to do your colors,
No way.
Yes. Really cool. Like, so basically I can hold my phone and they'll just...
yes, yeah, it would be able to analyze the colors in your skin.
So when do you plan on launching this?
So we're trying to really get it out. We're actually running demo phases. So if anyone goes to www.zeekchic.com,
Zeke chic.
they can
Zeke
find out more
chic.
information about actually participating in pilots that we're having currently.
So your product, your app that you're making, it determines the color of your skin and you can use that for makeup? Is that what you're
Makeup,
saying?
clothing, anything. So basically the idea is that everyone is born with a certain set of colors and that determines what looks good on them.
Because what I was picturing was like you put it up to like you put it up to your face and go bloop, 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 you white or bloop, 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 you black or bloop, bloop, bloop.
Well, the question is like, you know, what is black and what is white today? Because, you know, I'm half Filipina, but yet people can't tell what I am. They would,
You look
some
It's like,
some
bloop,
people
bloop,
say
bloop.
I'm Latina,
You're
some people
mestiza.
say I'm white, some people
You
say...
look like, I don't know why.
Bloop,
Green.
bloop, bloop.
I actually want to try it. Her
Oh,
demo.
yeah, she's gonna
Yeah.
demo it later. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Keisha.
Ayusin
Ala,
mo.
ala, ala.
Ayusin mo.
Ala, ala.
Keisha, you're beautiful. Oh, thanks. I've learned a lot today, actually.
See, you know what? It's a good thing that you came because then, like, I don't know how to, like, it's all like this fashion and makeup stuff that we're talking about.
You're
today.
fashionable.
Ah,
I
see,
like the rips in your knees.
Nadapa
Brings out
ko
your
eh.
hairy legs. What does
.com.
Zeke mean? What does it
So
stand
Zeke
for?
is the...
I'm assuming you made that.
Yes, so I created the name. Yes,
Okay.
so I was basically trying to design a name that showed both a masculine and feminine side to it. So chic is a very feminine word, but Zeke is a masculine name. It's the short form for Ezekiel.
Ah.
And we looked at a lot of Jewish wisdom, and Ezekiel is a Jewish name. So it made sense to kind of like be inspired and put that in the name because that was our beginnings. So, for example, the Jewish people say that beauty is both on the front of the face and behind the face.
Yeah.
You can't have just one side and still be, fully beautiful. You need both.
All right. Wow. We've learned so much.
Yeah.
But
I've learned that.
that's a lot of information to take in. Like, I think I might be able to go into pageants now.
You can have your own pageant.
Chalen, you're ready.
Ayun. Hold on. Let me check my app. Bloop, 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 bloop. Not yet. Right. Let's start. Let's see how much Tagalog
Yes, before we end off.
Oh,
Christina
man.
can
Today's
actually
thing.
understand.
So they do say that my accent is very cute. So, I mean...
Oh, it ain't your accent. That's cute.
Oh my god, I'm really going. Yep. Time for me to go home, guys. So I'll see
How
you later.
about kumain?
Kumain is something about eating?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She got it.
Galing.
She got it.
What's this? I'm gonna say a sentence, okay?
Okay.
Chalen, ang pangit mo.
She's ugly, right?
Oh, she said
No,
you're
no, she's
ugly.
not right.
She said you're ugly. See? I knew it.
Hold on.
I knew.
I
You're
learned that one
okay.
backstage, that word.
Yeah.
See?
You're
she
lying.
learned it backstage. She learned it backstage. How
You like say something to our audience in Tagalog
that you know?
that you know.
Okay, so...
Oh, here we go.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
Ang cute.
Ayun.
Ganda nga.
Now I lost my train of thought. Like what?
No, she was just
Bloop,
saying.
bloop, bloop, bloop. Hold on, it's not working. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Oh my
Wala pa
god.
rin, wala pa rin. Searching. Great app, Christina.
Oh, thank
Great
you.
app. Yeah, do you want to say any shout outs
Any
to
shout-outs
anybody
before
in the
we
Philippines,
leave?
family in the Philippines?
Yeah, so shout outs to the Monteros, the Sopicos, I honestly have so many cousins in the Philippines.
Say
The
it.
Ramos, all my cousins in there. I want to say a big thank you to iPen
Oh,
specifically.
Tito Edgar.
Tito Edgar, because honestly, I look back now and I'm not doing pageants so much anymore, but I really wouldn't have had the experiences that I had, and I wouldn't be forming the company that I'm making today if I didn't actually go through the training. And I feel like, a lot of people, some people have mixed feelings about people in the community, but at the end of the day, although people are not perfect, the things that I've learned, the people that I've met through my whole experience up until today, even still today, I mean, like coming onto this radio show, I really appreciate it.
Aw.
I truly
Thank
do.
you.
I really appreciate all the things.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
I appreciate all the things that I've learned, even going through those weird experiences in the Philippines and having that girl scratch me. There's always a good side to everything. Tita Tess, for example.
Tito Tess Kasipag?
Yes, she really put me on the right path doing Miss Manila, getting second runner up. That was an excellent way to get into the Filipino pageant scene. I highly recommend to anyone that has a young daughter that wants to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Do Miss Manila. It's a very well wholesome pageant. You're not exposing your body. You're more focused on the beauty behind the brain, like in the brain, behind the face. All those things. Everyone I've met, I'm just really thankful. I look back at it on today, and I would not be doing the things I'm doing today if I hadn't had that whole experience.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Christina. And guys, that was our special guest, Miss Christina DeVries, model, designer, and
you,
app maker.
Ian.
Again, guys, tune in next week again when our guest. And this is Chalen.
And it's Keisha, and I'll miss ya.
All right. See you guys again next week. Bye. Thank you, Christina.
And that concludes another episode of Lunch Break.
And for everybody else that wants to listen in and watch, you can tune into crosswaveradio.com, MCBN TV, or
You can join in as well and call us at 647-955-8820.
This is your show. What you gonna say? Until next Saturday, 12 noon.